just wanted to inform everybody on this build that we're doing for this 03 Road Glide. Customer came in, they were attempting to do a cam job themselves and found out it had about 9 thousandths of run out. Called us, hey, can you guys do the bottom end on it? And you know, we took it over from there. And you know, it started out as, you know, hey, we just need to do the crankshaft and that's it. But once we got into it, we found some other issues. And you know, a lot of guys, you give them a quote and it's hard to stick to that quote because you never know what you're going to get into until you start taking things apart. And here's a good example of one of those things. You can see this rotor on these splines are they got pretty boogered up here on this rotor, which is pretty common on the early twin cams. I mean, you can see the amount of play. There shouldn't be that much side to side play. Probably what happened over time is that the compensator came loose. It's actually got a groove worn into the rotor, and I mean, you can see the splines. Look how chewed up those are. And you know, we've just got this crankshaft back all reserviced, and I mean, the splines on this are just, they look perfect now. I mean, you can see they've repaired all the splines. And you know, that's one of the things that being an engine builder that you got to take into consideration is I can't put this part back on a brand new crankshaft and chance this thing stripping out. Now the guy's bike isn't charging, or it's making all kinds of racket in the primary. These are just some of the little things that we take into detail, and you know, we catch them before they leave the door. And I mean, this crankshaft came out phenomenal. You know, we've got it balanced, trued, pin plug welded. This bike had about 90,000 miles on it, and what we ended up doing is, when you get a bike with that kind of mileage, these rods can stretch over time. So we've upgraded them to some nice H-beam rods. And I mean, this is going to be a pretty stout motor. This customer will be really happy when it's all done and completed with, and we'll post some more videos of it as it's going together.